Before we review herbs for the endocrine system and stress response, let's first take a brief look at the HPA axis. The HPA axis is the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. And you can see the hypothalamus and pituitary gland in the center of the brain on this photo here, the hypothalamus being slightly larger and the pituitary hanging down from it. The and then these So the hypothalamus stimulates the pituitary, and the pituitary stimulates the adrenal glands to produce cortisol. So you can see the hormones that are involved here. How the hypothalamus signals the pituitary with CRH, also known as CRF, then ACTH, and cortisol ultimately. So let's take a look at that, and then we'll get to the herbs for the HPA axis for modulating stress as part of the herb course. So hypothalamus is your body's control center, and its main function is to maintain homeostasis of the whole body. And the pituitary is this tiny but mighty gland at the base of the brain. And it has a number of essential hormones for important bodily functions like reproductive hormones, growth hormone, and hormones governing metabolism. Really important. And then the adrenals are located at the top of the kidneys along the spine. You can see here the colon, the liver, and the small intestine here. This, I guess that's supposed to be the spleen or the stomach here. That's kind of doesn't quite look right in the rest of this photo. But the adrenal glands are where they're supposed to be here, and right at the top of the kidneys. Adrenal means on the kidney, on the renals. Renal is kidney, right? Okay, so the aim of the HPA axis is to modulate stress, to make sure we have enough energy to do what we need to do throughout the day, and then we have extra energy when a period of stress comes, and we can relax when there's no stress. All right, so a stressor is perceived perhaps even by the amygdala. Amygdala is the fight or flight part of your brain that decides whether to fight, flight, or what in response to stress. So you're perhaps the stressor is perceived by the amygdala. In any case, it signals the hypothalamus. Then the hypothalamus releases CRF, also known as CRH, which is corticotropin releasing factor, or corticotropin releasing hormone. The pituitary picks that up and starts producing adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. And then the adrenals pick up the ACTH and start producing corticosteroids like cortisol, also aldosterone and other adrenal hormones, either to regulate blood pressure or stress, etc. Okay, so that's the basic system that we're dealing with, and so that's going to give us a clue into pathogenesis of imbalance. We could have an imbalance in the amygdala, in the hypothalamus, in the pituitary, adrenals, and also in the end tissue and receptors. So we could have all the hormone glands working right, but the body doesn't respond to the hormone trigger, right? Maybe your muscles or blood vessels don't respond to cortisol, and that is going to affect how you handle stress. Okay, great. Let's get a little deeper into the adrenals in the next video.